next song is Acropolis. All right, at this time, I want to take a moment to recognize a couple students. We had two students who competed in the fine arts competitions this year. First of all, we had Jacqueline on flute. She competed at the Tri-State Christian Schools competition on flute and received a superior rating and first place. How about that? And then we also had a sixth grader compete at the elementary fine arts competition this year. Mr. Eddie Tolan. Eddie competed, played a baritone solo, and also received a superior rating and first place. So how about a hand for him? And we are really looking forward to getting more involved in those competitions next year, potentially having the entire band perform. So we've got some very exciting things planned for next year. So I hope you will encourage your student to keep playing their instrument, because this is only the beginning, and there's a lot of great things ahead. All right, we're going to continue with our next song. This is based on a hymn that I'm sure most of you will recognize. This is entitled Blessings, and it's based on the tune Old Hundredth. this time, I'm going to give out some awards. And so what I'm doing is I'm giving out a couple awards for each grade level based on how the students have worked this year, how they performed, how they have practiced, how they have interacted in class, and just their overall contribution to the band program this year. So I'm going to start with 6th grade. I've got 2 6th grade awards. The first 6th grade award is going to a young man who started on an instrument that normally I would not start in 6th grade. In fact, talk to a lot of people and they'll say, no, don't ever start him on this instrument. You don't want to do it. But I said, you know what? They really want to play it. I'm going to let them do it. And they've done a phenomenal job with it. And so our first 6th grade band award goes to Mr. Uraj Story. Our second 6th grade band award is going to a young man who has just done a phenomenal job this year. He's taking private lessons. He's worked on a solo this year, and I'm just super impressed with how he's improved from the beginning of the year till now. Our next 6th grade band award goes to Mr. Eddie Tolan. All right, our 7th grade band award is going to a couple people. The first one is going to a young man who is also taking private lessons. He also spent a lot of time this year working on a solo, working on learning the scales. And I'm just super impressed with how he has done this year. So our first 7th grade band award goes to Mr. Tyler Lincoln. Our next 7th grade band award is going to a young lady who, from the very beginning of the year, has demonstrated just a phenomenal tone on her instrument. Not like anything I've ever heard out of a beginner. And I've been teaching a long time. And I've never, ever heard a flute player sound this good this early. And I can only imagine where she's going to go with this because she's already sounding phenomenal. So our next 7th grade band award goes to Ms. Lindsay Reed. All right, our first 8th grade band award is going to someone who is also starting on an instrument that most people will tell you, no, don't let them start on this instrument, start them on something else first and then see if they can switch over. But she really wanted to play it. She had a good ear. I knew she would do well, and she's completely taken off with it and just has done a phenomenal job as a beginning horn player. And so our first 8th grade band award goes to Miss Eva Maneri. Before I announce the next 8th grade band award, I want to let you know how difficult it was to choose these awards for these students because they've all done a phenomenal job this year. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to award this student this award because of how it might look, but he really has earned it. He's done a phenomenal job, and he chose to join the band even though, yes, his dad is the band director. And so maybe it wasn't entirely his choice to join the band. Maybe, I don't know. But nonetheless, and to let you know, I have not had to tell him to practice at home. He'll just get his instrument out and just start playing. And so I really do believe that he's earned this. And so our next 8th grade band award goes to Mr. Jacob Reed. When we first had the instrument tryouts last May, and we opened it up to everybody 6th through 12th grade, I really was not expecting many at the high school level to join a band, just because you don't see many that will start to play an instrument that late. But we had 6 high school students to join the band this At this time, I'm going to introduce Ms. Becky Lewis. She's going to come to the stage and join us on our last slide.